All right, so now that you've answered that previous question of what could cause the liquid methane to change phase, I just want to review a little bit of the CER writing method. I know that you guys are familiar with it, but I just want to reiterate um, that as we write a CER for our next question, we want to consider these three components and make sure that we understand. So our first one here is claim. So that claim is going to answer our question. It's a statement that just answers the question. So our claims for this unit are whether are the lake froze or the lake evaporated. So it's just a statement that answers the question. And then our evidence is that data or details or observations that support our claim. So our observations, graphs, charts, all of that is evidence that can be used to support our claim. Then our reasoning is the big how or why. You're explaining why this evidence is important and how it supports the claim. So you don't just want to state, oh, this evidence supports the claim because it does. You want to specifically cite your evidence and explain why it does. Why does it support the claim? What does it show us? What does it tell us? So I just want to make sure we also understand that the difference between supporting the claim and refuting the claim. So we just to remember or to review, supporting the claim means that this is proving the claim correct. So we're supporting it, we're proving it to be correct. Refute the claim or refute means it does not support. So refute means does not support, or it goes against the claim. So if you're refuting the claim, that means that you have evidence that proves the claim to not be true. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to write a complete CER to answer this chapter question, which is what happened to the lake on Titan. So we're trying to answer this question, and we know we're trying to figure out whether it froze or whether it evaporated. And we took a look at this evidence last class. So we have our evidence card A, our evidence card B, our evidence card C, and evidence card D. So what I'm going to have you guys do is we are going to write a complete CER using a Google Form template. So as you write your CER, you guys are going to explain what happened to the lake. Explain what happened to the lake on Titan by identifying the claim you think is true based on the evidence. So you can say that the lake froze or that the lake evaporated. So you have to choose one claim to answer the question. Then you have your evidence. So choose one or two. We'll say so 1 to 2 pieces. I'll change that. So 1 to 2 pieces of evidence to support the claim that you chose. So be sure to choose 1 to 2 pieces of evidence that support the claim that you chose. Then you need to write your reasoning. And this reasoning is going to explain how the evidence supports the claim. So you can use the sentence starter. This evidence supports the claim because it tells us that blank. So your paragraph should be at least 3 to 4 sentences. So that means that you have a claim statement, you have one or two evidence statements that just state what your evidence is. And then you have 1 to 2 sentences for your reasoning. So as you write the CER in the Google form, so you'll click the Google form on the next slide, please make sure that you complete that last question with a complete paragraph. So I will show you the Google form briefly, just to go over it. So here's the Google form that you're going to be looking at. So it'll show you the evidence. So you can refer back to the evidence here. And then you need to choose which claim is best supported by our evidence cards and choose 1 to 2 pieces of evidence to support your claim. So you can mark the 2 pieces of evidence that you choose. And you need to make sure that they match or support the claim you chose. Then you'll come down here and I want you to briefly explain how the evidence you chose supports your claim. Use the word bank to help you. You can also use the sentence starter. So you can say evidence card A or B or C supports the claim I chose because it tells us blank, which means the lake blank, evaporated or froze, depending on what you chose. So then you're going to put it all together. So putting it all together means that you're going to write a complete paragraph that includes your claim statement, your evidence statements, and your reasoning. So again, this complete paragraph is going to be at least 3 to 4 sentences. It can be longer, but at least 3 to 4. So please let me know if you have any questions.